Right now, questions remain after Ohio officials released new video of a police shooting that left a young, unarmed black man dead. As millions across the United States gather to celebrate the 4th of July, divisions amongst Americans are deepening in the wake of a Supreme Court ruling. Plus, how the Black Men's Coalition of Dane County is inspiring a new generation of baseball players. That's all coming up at 10. We've got an alert day for the 4th of July. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti joins us now with the latest.
After a great day today, Brad, looks like the humidity levels will increase and so will the thunderstorm chances. The time lapse from the WISC Skycam showed bright sunshine for the morning, a few clouds this afternoon, and then a little more cloud cover coming in from the north this evening. In fact, even a couple of sprinkles up toward the Dells, but those have since dissipated. This is actually with warmer, more humid air starting to head in our direction. Tomorrow, the Storm Prediction Center has a level 2 or slight risk of severe thunderstorms for southern Wisconsin. Hail, high winds, perhaps an isolated tornado a possibility, as well as the potential for heavy rain. Most areas picking up between about 3/4 of an inch and 1.5 inches of rain through Wednesday morning, but some areas can pick up over 2 or 3 inches in areas to get heavier thunderstorms. So we do have that alert day in the forecast for tomorrow and tomorrow night for the severe weather and heavy rain threat. High temperatures today in the upper 80s, but with low humidity, it actually felt pretty nice. 90 was the high temperature in Janesville. Right now, Madison still at 80 degrees. Most other areas in the upper 70s. Dew point temperatures still pretty comfortable in the mid-50s, but by this time tomorrow, they'll be around 70, and it'll feel much more humid. So look for increasing chances for showers and thunderstorms during our 4th of July. Look for a high temperature of about, say, 83 degrees around lunchtime, and then temperatures staying in the 70s with the showers and storms in the afternoon. I'll take a look at when the best chances for storms will be in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Gary. You can stay up to date with the latest weather alerts on our First Warn Forecast weather app. It's got the hourly forecast and the latest radar. You can download it for free on your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. Protests continued in Akron, Ohio today after disturbing video was released of a police shooting that killed an unarmed young black man. And we want to warn you that some of this video is disturbing that you're about to see. The video shows the moments leading up to this incident. An officer at the wheel of a police cruiser tries to pull over 25-year-old Jalen Walker over an unspecified traffic violation. Walker does not stop, setting off this police chase. Now, police say a shot was fired from his car shortly after their pursuit began. Minutes later, Walker pulled over and then ran into a parking lot. As they approached, 8 officers opened fire. More than 60 rounds struck Walker, who was declared dead at the scene. Akron's police chief confirmed that Walker was unarmed at the time of the shooting.
They've got to be ready to explain why they did what they did. They need to be able to articulate what specific threats they were facing, and that goes for every round that goes down the barrel of their gun.
This incident has sparked daily protesting in Akron. 8 officers involved in this shooting have all been placed on leave pending an investigation. Indiana authorities are conducting a grim investigation into a funeral home where 31 bodies were found improperly stored. Residents had complained of bad smelling originating from this funeral home. Upon the investigation, a number of bodies were found decomposing. They also found the cremated remains of 16 individuals.
I mean, I was shocked at first, but then I go back to when I first walked in there, I kind of felt like it was a little bit of a sketchy place anyway. It just didn't seem like a professional funeral home when I walked in.
These remains have all been sent to the Clark County Health Department in order to confirm identities to notify their loved ones. There is no word of any explanation from the funeral home's owner. A Michigan air show celebrating their 75th anniversary of the U.S. Air Force took a tragic turn. Thousands had turned out for the field of flight in the Battle Creek area and witnessed a fiery crash. A Shockwave jet truck, which was racing 2 airplanes at 300 miles per hour, suddenly burst into flames.
It just broke apart. It just was like pieces were flying everywhere, and then there was a huge explosion, fire everywhere, and people started running. I just remember sitting there just praying, please God, let them be okay.
Unfortunately, the Shockwave jet truck's driver, 40-year-old Chris Darnell, was killed in this incident. The Battle Creek Police and Fire Departments are joined by the Federal Aviation Administration in investigating just what went wrong. The city of Battle Creek halted the rest of Saturday's air show performances following this tragedy. But organizers say the show will resume Sunday at Battle Creek's executive airport known as Kellogg Field. Now to Denmark, where police are investigating after a gunman opened fire inside a busy shopping mall in Copenhagen. 3 people were killed and 3 others are in critical condition. A 22-year-old Danish man has been arrested. Police say they are now trying to figure out the motive behind the attack. The shooting came a week after a mass shooting in neighboring Norway, where police said that a Norwegian man of Iranian origin opened fire during a festival, killing 2 and wounding more than 20 people. As millions of people gather to celebrate America's birthday, divisions between Americans are deepening. Those divisions center around several controversial issues like abortion rights. The Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade more than just a week ago has sparked dozens of protests and rallies across the country. Many are also planned for tomorrow, including one right here in Madison. Now states are working to both ban and codify the right to abortion.
That's what's interesting about the time we live in right now, is every state will have different laws on the book.
We've had a history in this country of government trying to claim ownership over human bodies. And we had supposedly evolved from that time and that way of thinking.
Meanwhile, President Joe Biden met virtually with Democratic governors Friday on reproductive rights, saying if states block women from obtaining medication approved by the FDA, his administration will move to protect them. UW-Madison police say they arrested 2 people after a traffic stop yesterday. This all started when an officer stopped a car because their lights were not on, and in the process, they found out that the car was stolen. Officials say a stolen gun and multiple high-capacity magazines were also found in the back seat of this car. The driver, who was a 31-year-old man from Madison, and a passenger, a 33-year-old from Milwaukee, were both arrested and faced multiple charges. 2 people are in the hospital after a motorcycle crash from last night in Iowa County. Crews were sent out to the intersection of State Highway 80 and County Highway P when they arrived, and they found a Good Samaritan giving CPR to a passenger of this motorcycle. The driver of the vehicle was taken to an area hospital, while this passenger was taken by MedFlight to a UW hospital. Officials say the weather and the fact that both people were not wearing helmets at the time factored into this crash. According to the CDC, suicide is the 12th leading cause of death in this country. That's something that the Suicide Prevention Coalition of Iowa County wants to change. Catherine Merck spoke with the organization's founders ahead of an event today that meant to bring the spirit of this holiday weekend into those dealing with grief.
We've all grieved a loss of a loved one at some point.
It's a heavy topic to think about over a holiday weekend. Susan Springer hopes to bring the joys of the holiday to what can be difficult memories.
I just want to give people an opportunity to do something positive and happy to remember their loved ones, because a lot of times when it comes to suicide, people don't think of the happy, joyous times. They think of the devastating last moments.
She's a founder of the Suicide Prevention Coalition of Iowa County. The group held a butterfly release and suicide memorial walk on Sunday. And just like these butterflies, the conversation around suicide is delicate for Susan.
I lost my brother to suicide in 2012. I started the organization in 2014 thinking it was just going to be in kind of Iowa County, Minter Point, Dodgeville area. And since then, we've expanded into 7 different counties.
She's fighting for a nationwide cause.
The suicide rate has obviously gone up considerably in the last couple of years.
According to the National Center for Health Statistics, the U.S. suicide rate has increased 30% over the past 20 years.
It's a tough thing for families to deal with.
And a part of that statistic is important to remember this 4th of July.
We have so many veterans that have lost their lives to suicide. It's like 22 a day or more. And 4th of July, celebrating our independence, and those are the men and women that have given us our independence and our freedoms.
It's a small part of the weekend that Susan hopes makes this topic easier to talk about.
Gives people kind of an active way to grieve the loss of their loved one. And
there's people here to help.
In Ridgeway, I'm Catherine Merck for News 3 Now.
The Suicide Prevention Coalition of Iowa County holds multiple events throughout the year to raise awareness and bring the community together. For more information on events that are upcoming, head to our website, channel3000.com. With the western U.S. experiencing historic droughts, the 4th of July celebrations in some cities are going to look a little bit different. Instead of fireworks, drones are now going to be lighting up the skies. Preston Ward is the chief pilot for Sky Elements and also has a pyrotechnic experience. He says that each show lasts about 12 minutes and the drones are programmed with flight path based off of custom animated storyboards. The number of drones can range from 1 to 100 to 1,000.
Generally, our shows run between $350 and $450 a drone. So that's kind of the range, and it just scales up from there. So about a 100 drone show runs about $35,000.
According to the National Fire Protection Association, fireworks were responsible for igniting more than 19,000 blazes across the United States since 2018. The executive director of the American Pyrotechnics Association says her group does not currently see drones as a serious threat to the future of traditional fireworks displays because they lack a multi-sensory experience. If you're looking for festivities or fireworks shows to check out this weekend, there are plenty of options. In Madison, you can watch the show at Warner Park after the Mallards game tonight. Outside of the city, there are also a ton of shows, one in DeForest, Evansville, Monona, and many more. We've got a full list, including times and locations, up on our website, channel3000.com. There's no question baseball has a special place in American culture, but the game isn't always accessible to everyone. This weekend, the Black Men Coalition of Dane County hope to change that by kicking off their first ever youth baseball season. Our Talia Mahaldin was there, and she joins us now with why the group's leaders say they're hoping to inspire a new generation of players.
The images on this screen are old, really old, and the stories behind them date back more than 100 years. But leaders from the Black Men Coalition say it's a history more kids need to know about, the legacy of the Negro League, and one of the greatest baseball players in history, number 42, Jackie Robinson. Group leaders say right now the percentage of black baseball players on MLB rosters has been declining since 1995, going from 19% to just 7% this year, and they're hoping to change that.
Y'all kids ready? All right, you gonna catch it? All right, hit it to that baby right there.
Oh, yeah.
These kids are taking on America's national pastime.
Today, I got drafted to the Generals.
Many of them are playing the game for the first time ever.
I was kind of excited and nervous at the same time.
See the ball, pick the ball up, and go give it to your teammate, okay?
It's a new league launched by the Black Men Coalition.
It's all about building our community.
To make baseball more accessible to underserved youth in the Madison area.
Me being a young black man myself, and then seeing my son be able to do something that he likes to do, playing baseball, and also do it with other children that look like him or they have the same common goals in life. And it's very rewarding.
No curveballs here. Registration, uniforms, equipment, and transportation are all free.
Made it easier for me and made it easier for people in the community, so like they have their friends with them out here playing today.
The league's more than 200 participants now fully equipped to play the game.
Well, for one thing, I like the competition and I like being on a team with all my friends.
Even if they don't get it right the first time.
The other one, the little boy.
Or the second time. They're having fun figuring it out. Players and coaches too.
He want to kick the dirt.
Finding there's more to baseball than athletics.
It makes me feel like I am who I am. It makes me feel like it feels like it's a big part of myself.
And with help from coaches, all volunteers, by the way, they're always able to make it home.
I just want to say I love my teammates, I love my coaches, I love my family, and I just want to say thank you to them for always being there for me when I needed it most.
So a lot of the kids you just saw were on the younger side, but the league is open to kids as old as 14, and the season is set to continue until early August with weekly games and practice.
Thanks so much, Todd Leo. An incredible story there. Next at 10, there's a weather alert day for the July 4th holiday. Plus, it's an opportunity of a lifetime for a northern Wisconsin band. What's all the excitement? Find out right after the break.
You heard the Jingle Man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBB.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
Get up and go!
Okay, and he got so upset at me. Oh my God. Look. No way. She has definitely got some work done.
Doesn't even look the same anymore.
Talk about an extreme makeover. I wonder how much of Bob's money she spent on those upgrades.
Hey! The house looks great, right?
3 years, no interest on roofing and siding from Feldco.
Right now, get 3 years, no interest on Feldco Roofing and Siding.
3 years, no interest on Feldco Roofing and Siding ends soon. Call now.
866 for Feldco.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like butter burgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
Join iHeartMedia Madison for our Vet Aid pop-up concert benefiting veterans in crisis. 6 p.m. Tuesday, July 12th at Harris Park in Dodgeville, featuring the Mascot Theory. With special guest, the Driftless Rambler. A $10 suggested donation goes directly to Heat for Hero, helping vets and their families facing an energy-related or emergency housing crisis. Visit vetaidwi.com for more info. It's our Vet Aid pop-up concert, Tuesday, July 12th, presented by Land's End and iHeartMedia Madison.
Wipes, wipes, wipes. Why the waste? Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water with reusable EcoPad. Micelles work like a magnet. Now leave less mascara residue than the leading wipes. With no wipe waste. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water and reusable EcoPad by Garnier, naturally.
Reynolds Wrap makes it easy to cook and clean up meals in no time. So I don't miss all the fun stuff.
Easy prep, cook, and clean with Reynolds Wrap.
Want to know what the weather is like right now where you live? Download the First Warn Weather app and I'll give you my hour-by-hour forecast.
The First Warn Weather app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
Oh, storms might be rolling in for the 4th of July. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalte's got the latest. Gary.
Brad, it's going to be warm and humid as well, and our friends over at Climate Central have shown us how climate change has affected our 4th of July temperatures. They've gone up on about 1.7 degrees since 1970 here in Madison, as overnight low temperatures have gotten warmer because of more humidity, and daytime high temperatures have gone up. Hottest 4th of July was back in 2012. 10 years ago, we hit 102 degrees. So if you look at the last 5 years, temperatures have been above average. The normal high temperature now is 82 degrees. Everyone in the last 5 years had high temperatures above normal. The low temperature of 54 made 2017 the daily average a little bit below normal, but the last 4 years, temperatures have been well above normal. And we haven't had much in the way of precipitation. That will change for tomorrow, and tomorrow's average temperature will be above normal as well. And we do have an alert day in the forecast for the potential for some severe weather. High winds, hail, the main threats, along with heavy rain. Can't rule out an isolated tornado, but on Doppler track tonight, the severe weather is through the Dakotas. There have been some showers and thunderstorms up in the northern portion of the state, but tomorrow the severe weather threat shifts into southern Wisconsin. We have a level 2 or slight risk of a few severe thunderstorms for southern Wisconsin, a marginal risk for perhaps an isolated severe thunderstorm in the northern portion of the state. High wind and hail, probably the main threats, about a 15% chance within 25 miles of a point, or about the size of Dane County. Tornado threat, about a 2% chance of that, so you can't rule out an isolated tornado, but that's not going to be the highest threat. And then on Tuesday, there's a marginal or level 1 risk from about Madison southward for some more isolated severe thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon and evening. Rainfall could be the biggest issue. Most areas will pick up between about 3/4 of an inch and 1.5 inches of rain, but there'll be pockets of rain, perhaps more than 3 inches in some spots, just depending on where the heavier thunderstorms end up. So when you start seeing these red areas show up on the forecast models, that's an indication that we have to watch out for the potential for some heavy rain. And 3 things you need to know: look for some strong to severe thunderstorm possibilities, along with heavy rain for the 4th of July. The humidity levels and warm conditions will continue through Friday, and that will bring some off and on shower and thunderstorm chances. By next weekend, humidity drops a little bit, and the weather should dry out. High temperatures today: 80s across our part of the Midwest, the 90s in triple-digit heat to our south and west. Current temperatures are still pretty mild, but notice the dew points. Mid-50s in Madison. This is the thing to watch. Those dew points into the 70s as far north as eastern Nebraska. That moisture will get pulled eastward tomorrow. We'll be looking at those high dew points. That will make it seem increasingly humid and feed the thunderstorm chances. Tomorrow for the 4th of July, high 83, warm and humid. That 83 high probably around lunchtime, and then as the storms move in during the afternoon, temperatures will hold steady in the 70s. On future track, Look for quiet conditions overnight, temperatures in the upper 60s. Tomorrow, a chance of a shower or thunderstorm in the morning. The better chances may arrive in the afternoon and especially in the evening. Some of those could bring heavy rain as well as the potential for some severe weather. That seems to be the best time for it. And then a break tomorrow night, and then watch what happens on Tuesday. Here comes the next batch of storms moving in the afternoon and maybe followed by another one during the evening hours. So not all day rains, but when it rains, it'll come down hard. And again, those potentials there for a couple of inches in some spots. It's hard to predict exactly who's going to get it, but again, just keep that in mind. That heavy rain could be a possibility. Otherwise, look for temperatures to remain in the 80s with shower and thunderstorm chances through Friday. Next weekend will be dry as the humidity levels drop a little bit, and then as the humidity comes back for the start of the following week, so will thunderstorm chances. Highs though low to mid 80s, pretty comfortable or pretty typical for summer.
Yeah, I was going to say this just feels like typical summer back, right?
Right, and you know, at least it's not too hot, but we could use the rain. We just don't need it all at once.
Yeah, it seems to come in bunches, right?
Right.
Thanks, Gary. A marching band in northern Wisconsin has a lot to celebrate after it was invited to perform at next year's Rose Parade in California. Tony Langfellow shows us how the students are now preparing.
It's a great opportunity.
Getting the honor to play in the Rose Parade in Pasadena doesn't happen every day. Hunter Leiterman has been in band for almost 8 years. The honor caught him by surprise.
It's definitely an eye-opener, I would say. It's weird to feel like such a big part of something.
The Northwoods Band is the first to participate in the Rose Parade from northern Wisconsin. The Rose Parade president is from Eagle River and decided it was time to let our area be featured at the national level.
I couldn't be more proud. These kids are representing not only their schools, they're representing their communities, they're representing the state of Wisconsin and the entire Midwest when they're coming out to Pasadena.
The Northwoods Band is made up of 8 area schools. This includes Wausau East, Anago, D.C. Everest, Lakeland, Merrill, Mosinee, Northland Pines, and 3 Lakes. The electric atmosphere can be felt all around.
The kids have been wonderful, but they've been bouncing off the walls in Merrill, in their auditorium when we've rehearsed. They've been bouncing off the walls here today.
During the parade, the band will perform Beautiful Wisconsin, which was composed by retired UW marching band director Mike LaCrone. It's something that will have a lasting impact on this group of students.
That's not an opportunity that everybody gets, and it's pretty cool.
As somebody who marched in the Badger Band, it's just been terrific to get to see our kids play something he wrote for us.
The Brewers sitting pretty as the first half of the season winds down. More on today's series finale with the Pirates when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
News 3 Now is always on.
Download the Channel 3000 app and you'll have access to the News 3 Now newsroom in the palm of your hand.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
Son, it's about time we had the talk. It's time you knew the truth. Windows can take a beating, especially here in the Midwest. When it's time to replace them, call Feldco.
Isn't Feldco offering 2-for-1 windows right now, Dad?
They are, son. They are.
Less talk, more action. 2-for-1 windows from Feldco makes home improvement easy and affordable.
2-for-1 windows ends soon. Call now.
Quality windows, siding, and doors. Call 866 for Feldco.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces. Generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built Ford Escape with an available head-up display and pre-collision assist. And Ford Edge with available enhanced active park assist and intelligent all-wheel drive. Both are IIHS top safety picks. That's value built for America. Ford SUVs. Drive one today. Choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months only at your local Ford dealer.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we only serve those who honorably serve. All ranks, all branches, and their eligible family members. Yep, that is exclusive, and we're fine with that.
Wisconsin, Governor, we have one chance to get this right. Remember one name, Kevin Nicholson, Marine, 5 years, Iraq, Afghanistan, came home, founded No Better Friend Corp, taught Wisconsin conservatives how to organize and win. This is about the ones who work for a living, worry about safe streets and buying groceries. Warrior conservatives. This is about Kevin Nicholson. Conservatives, rise up. We have a leader.
To be with the All-Star break approaching. First place in the division, 10 games over 500, ranked third in the league for most home runs, and on defense they ranked top 10 for lowest ERA. Well, things are just clicking for the Crew as they head into the series finale with the Pirates this afternoon. Omar Narvaez breaks up the pitcher's duel with a 2-run moonshot in the 5th. That's his 3rd homer of the season. Brandon Woodruff keeps the Pirates quiet. He strikes out 8 over 6 innings. Josh Hader finishes it off, earning his 25th save this season as the Brewers get the 2-0 shutout. Now they come back home for a 6-game homestand. In the minor leagues, the Sky Carp are able to avoid a 3-game sweep by the Cubs, winning tonight 9-3. Raul Brito is named the winning pitcher. He now has a 3-3 record. The Sky Carp hit the road for a 6-game series with Peoria. It begins tomorrow at 5:35. Ryan McDonough, he's on the move. The Lightning defenseman is heading to Nashville in a trade that's going to help create some salary cap space. This comes just 1 week after the Bolts fell to the Avalanche in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. This trade brings 2 players to Tampa in exchange for the former Badger. McDonough joined the Bolts during the 2018 season after being with the Rangers for several years. In Tampa, McDonough played a key role in helping them win back-to-back Stanley Cups. This season, he appeared in 71 games, scored 4 goals with 22 assists, and in going to Nashville, he joins another former UW star, Luke Cunnin. JT Poston finished what he started the John Deere Classic, becoming the first JDC wire-to-wire champ in 30 years. And here's how he closed it out. The final round of the tournament, he begins it off with 3 straight birdies. That helps create more separation on the leaderboard. Shoots a clean back 9 with a birdie on 17 and holes out to win it all at 21 under. Another day, another race at Road America. This afternoon, the NASCAR Cup Series begins its slate of July races with the Quick Trip 250. Chase Elliott, the reigning champ, but today it's Tyler Reddick who's holding steady going into that final lap. He stays the course, earns his first Cup Series win at the historic Road America. And in Formula One, the British Grand Prix taking place today, but it starts off with a very scary situation. Zhao Guanyu's car crashes on the very first lap. He and the other driver that are involved are both said to be doing good, and they were cleared. Now, once the delay is over, it's a tight one as Carlos Sainz wins his first ever Formula One race. Also earning a spot on the podium is Sergio Perez and Lewis Hamilton. We'll be right back.
Is victorious. He wins the British Grand Prix.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike. Because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
A heart attack? He was 47. What about Janice and the kids? Do they have life insurance?
No.
But we have life insurance. John, we agreed you were going to take care of that.
I'm trying to find something we can afford.
Call Select Quote now and get the insurance your family needs at a price you can afford.
In minutes, Select Quote found John a $500,000 policy for only $29 a month.
And his wife Ann a $500,000 policy for only $21 a month.
At SelectQuote, we comparison shop some of the most trusted insurance companies in America to find you the best rate. You need life insurance. You don't need to overpay for it.
Call 1-800-885-8822 or go to selectquote.com now and get the insurance your family needs.
At a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop. You save.
It's time to set the record straight on who has the best beef. This is the Hy-Vee Beef Standards Book, and here's all you really need to know. Hy-Vee's pickier. Their cattle are even hand-selected. Some make claims, but Hy-Vee has the best beef. That's a fact. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
Summer savings are here. Don't miss our best window sale. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free.
At Champion, we make buying new windows easy. Unlike some other companies, at Champion, we control every aspect of the process. We design it, we build it, we install it, and we guarantee it for life.
Keep the heat out this summer with new energy-efficient windows from Champion. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
Politicians have been threatening it. Now the Supreme Court's done it, triggering a ban on nearly all abortions in Wisconsin, even in cases of rape and incest. And Senator Ron Johnson sided with them on overturning Roe v. Wade, punishing doctors and hurting people, putting our health and reproductive rights in danger. Johnson even said, if you don't like it, you can move. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to protect us, not punish us.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Well, we were talking about food during the break. How are people's cookouts going to look tomorrow, Gary?
Well, be prepared for some rain. The live view from the Edgewater Skycam is pretty nice out there now, and the rain's staying up to the north and west for tonight. But tomorrow, severe weather threat across much of southern Wisconsin, a level 2 or slight risk of severe thunderstorms, and also the potential for some heavy rain. Some areas could pick up over 2 inches in heavier thunderstorms. Right now, temperatures around 80 in Madison. Most areas upper 60s to the middle 70s. Dew points are in the 50s now, but they'll be around 70 for tomorrow. Look for scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon tomorrow, high 83.
All right, Gary, thanks so much. A happy 4th of July to everyone. Good night.